She just had this twinkle in her eye, and she attracted young kids and kids her age, and her teachers and adults just loved her, especially for her positivity and her resilience, for sure.
It was her resilience that always inspired me. Penny Doerge was born with a genetic condition called neurofibromatosis, but I can assure you that was the least interesting thing about her.
Penny was an artist, and in fact, we're surrounded by some of her art right now. She was a dancer. She always looked out for my girls. She was a mentor to a lot of kids and a great friend. Nobody knew that she had had 15 surgeries.
From the very first moment she was diagnosed, we had a choice, and we chose joy and positivity, and that she was going to lead the most beautiful life. And so we didn't let it define her, because that's not who she was.
At age 16, Penny's beautiful life was cut too short.
When she did leave us, we looked at each other and we said, we are going to celebrate her life, and no one's going to wear black to this service, because honestly, Penny's girlfriends and all of her friends, they've never lost anyone. So how do you teach a 16-year-old to understand what loss looks like?
It was the first funeral my girls went to. You taught them that there's a different way to grieve. The grieving doesn't just look like one thing.
No.
It can look like colorful dresses and singing and
beautiful
TikTok dancing.
We were so moved by this outpouring of love from our community and people far and wide that Kate and I sort of looked at each other and said, we need to do something.
Neurofibromatosis causes tumors to grow on nerve pathways in the body. It is one of the most common genetic disorders in the United States, yet it's underfunded, and that's what Penny's flight hopes to change.
Penny always loved butterflies. The butterfly represents an inextinguishable soul, always drawn to the light. And we just felt that was Penny, and it continues to be. And this idea of spreading wings and spreading positivity, and that the smallest act, like a flap of a butterfly's wing, can cause a revolution.
There's so much work to do.
Yeah.
And there's work at the top of the chain, studying, why these mutations happen. There's also work, to help people live a better life.
Penny's Flight is a young foundation, but a mighty one. Their mission is a cure, and in just 5 months, they have raised more than $1.5 million.
We don't have to sit in the darkness. We don't have to be alone. We can come together and spread her wings.
As they work to raise awareness, they're also bringing hope to other members of the community.
Hi, how are you?
Families like the Perfettis, whose daughter Julia suffers from the same condition.
For Chad and Kate, this is probably like what it's all about.
It is. While you're living your best life, we're trying to do this to help you and help so many other kids never go through what you've been through and what Penny went through again.
And hearing Kate say there will be a cure, that probably makes you feel pretty good.
The fundraising and having that support team gives NF Heroes hope for a better future. It really does make a difference in all our lives.
Penny was robbed of her tomorrows, but perhaps her greatest legacy will be giving other children more. And in the words of Penny herself.
Affirmations for tomorrow. I choose to live my best life. I'm fearless and confident. Today is filled with possibility and love. I'm my best self today. I am love.
I am love.
That's beautiful.
She's the wisest.
Beautiful.
And I actually just asked Poppy, do you think about Penny? And she said, I miss Penny so much. So anyway, she is giving back still. And her parents, Kate and Chad, are just
I cannot.
incredible.
Kate is amazing.
Amazing.
Oh, my word. That was beautiful, Jenna.